Right. Welcome back to the Alan Wakes. We're gonna do these DLC episodes. And by episodes, I mean just the one, and then next time we'll do the second one.
I'll bring her back. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Alan?
I saved Alice and wrote a better ending for the story. But not without a price. I was trapped somewhere in the dark place, a strange zone somewhere beyond our world. It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Dun dun dun.
After the completion of any difficult undertaking, there are mixed emotions. Accomplishment and relief. Sadness, depression. For a while, everything was about the work. Like an illness, it consumed you. Changed you. You locked yourself away from the world to do it, and now you need to recover. Learn to live without it. Find a way to crack open the door and let the light back in. I knew this place. It was familiar, but wrong somehow.
Welcome to the
Whoa.
Everything had a surreal, dreamlike quality.
Speak up, lady.
I can't believe it.
I had a disturbing feeling of deja vu. I had no idea why I was here or where I had been before this moment. But something was waiting for me at the back of the diner.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really
Oh,
use a
they're
tune right now.
ghosts.
Number 6.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, find the bit rate. Thank you.
Alan, listen to me. Go no deeper.
What?
Focus. You're losing yourself. I will try to help the best I can, but it's up to you. Find a better point of contact.
What do you mean?
I cannot hear you. Please, you're the one making all this happen. Concentrate. This is what's happening.
Nightmares. Too deep. Can't take the pressure. It's too much.
Suddenly, Wake found himself face to face with himself.
Oh, that's bad.
At the sight of myself, the dream suddenly became lucid. The dark place. That's where I was.
You will need weapons.
Cool, thanks.
It's not the light itself, but what it represents. You will need it. This is not a gun. It is a tool in a logical process of elimination.
Also, bit
Be
rate.
careful.
Thank you.
I will try to find a better point of contact.
I didn't understand Zane's message. Buzz didn't fix anything. Something had gone wrong after I had finished departure.
Ah, bitrate, why do you do this to me?
What the hell was that?
Whoop.
Day had become night. The diner had become deserted. Then the door was smashed off its hinges and Wake had to fight for his life.
What? No, this door's not smashed off its hinges. Oh, that door was, though. Ow. Pardon me. Ah.
Zane! Wait for me!
The world had become twisted. twisted. These trees didn't belong here.
Excuse me. Sir. Man, I'm just on it with my cinematic dodges today. Wait a minute. This cabin's not supposed to be here.
I knew it was my writing, but the words were jumbled dreamlike fragments. Reloading frantically. The rounds slippery stones throw away from the tent. The bed looked inviting, but it was just the radio. It had to go on. She was startled by the phone.
Oh no, my Verizon phone with Easy Navigator.
I hadn't expected that. Hello?
I'm trying to reach you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yes.
Thomas Zane.
I can help you, but you're drifting deeper. I can't reach you. You must come to me. I can't maintain the connection. Use the words. Follow the signal.
That's the name of this DLC.
It made no sense for the GPS system to work. I doubted any satellite was in range here. These were alien skies, but it was guiding me towards something. Towards Zane?
I'll take that. And those.
Something had shifted again. The dark place was playing tricks on me. It wouldn't stay still.
The town itself turned against Wick. Cars flew toward him. They cracked bone and crushed muscle. It oozed hate.
Oh, look at Mr. Scratch there. Oh, excuse me, car. Ouch. Take all of these, thank you. Oh, hello, sir. Rude. Go away. Alright. Boy, sure is exciting things happening outside.
Everything I saw was familiar, and yet it wasn't. Hello?
I cannot keep up. You're going too deep. I will try to guide you. Follow the signal.
I'm trying!
You must face yourself. Follow me.
Cue Persona 4 boss music.
The GPS system was supposed to lead me to Zane, but the shifts were interfering with it. I had to keep trying. I wouldn't survive alone. street wasn't so much ripped apart as it was missing. Like some great hand had reached down and scooped it up. Everything felt erratic, unstable.
And then flares. That's goofy. Oh, Christ. Shouldn't have jumped, Ellen. Ah. Away. Just gonna stand in the flare. Give me all the stuff. Oh god. Birds. Go away, birds. Go away, birds, and come back a bit rate. Bit rate. E. I. T. E.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Having Bitrate Problems stream.
That's every stream.
That's true.
Oh well. How is the Alan Wake DLC?
This first one is better than I remember it being, at the very least. I know the second one is the really, really good one. There was a very awkward product placement bit with Thomas Zane asking if Alan could hear him now because he called on his Verizon cell phone. It's like so close. Why it be doing this to me?
Man, I don't know.
Also, the video is stuck. God damn it. This is just not going great. Nice 15.5. Do. Hold on, just gotta. Oh, OBS is not responding. There we go. That's a good sign. Wow, I removed the video and the bitrate just shot up. It's amazing. Go on, video capture device. Well, that's some irony. It's telling me no signal, but that's the name of this DLC.
Boom. You gotta get like a cable C or something.
Probably. The problem is
You gotta start drilling holes through walls and running wires through those holes.
I don't want to do that. That seems like... See, that seems like a bunch of hard work.
But what if it like made all of your streams go super well from now on? Wouldn't that be worth the...
Debatable.
Think about it.
Oops.
Imagine how many more terrible things you could have put me through.
I'm
if
trying
you
to
were
signal.
The dark place is playing tricks on you. You're still
Probably like
going deep. I'm trying
there
to
were
guide
probably
you
games
far.
where you've lost almost
What
a full
is
stream
this?
worth of
I can
time
help
just
you
technically.
if you just stop
Probably.
What?
I think there was a
This
Max
is
Payne
bullshit.
stream that was like that.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, there was one I think we just canceled because the technical issues were so outrageous.
This
You
is
gotta stop syncing TFP.
this is looking like it may be similar. Oh no! Wait, it's back.
Brace yourself.
I saw you walking around in circles for a second. Something happened.
I was running after Zane, and he was telling me I was going too deep. It was ridiculous, but I was more scared than amused. I felt like I was being hindered by an unseen force in ways I couldn't fight. All I could do was keep going.
Mostly doing okay at the moment. Every once in a while, it'll drop down to like 2000 and be like slightly yellow-green as opposed to, you know, pure green.
Also, while you're in the no internet land, you never answered my question about which beer you bought.
Oh, because my thing died. I got a Flandre Scarlet Mendoroid
That's okay.
at the Amazon store, and I looked it up. It's like, this is $90. I paid $3.
Nice. You know, flip that on eBay for money.
Maybe.
Seems like the big
Yeah.
something that really important.
Again, being the operative word.
I mean, like that fighting game way back then.
Yeah, like there are some toes.
Because that fighting game was rad.
There's some toes that I like. I like the fighting game. I like the
I'm a big fan of the Crow Lady, what shoots nuclear fire out of a big dumb cannon.
I don't see Barry.
Imperishable Knights. I like the Ghost
Wait,
Samurai
that's the way to the
lady.
chopper.
I remember this. This happened before we found Barry.
The Yomu, I think.
Yeah. I have a hard time remembering which one. I know Crow Lady was Crow, but I don't know. I know Amelia, obviously, 'cause she's got Sakia, Remu, Marissa, the classics.
Yeah. Scratch, why? Defenses. Damn it, Mr. Scratch.
Dick. You gotta
had
be
to
like
find the
this.
key to get the door open.
Shit. The deer is going to attack me. The deer fest deer. Bad. I tried to think of something that would never hurt us. Oh shit, I died. Speaking of things that would never hurt us.
Funny enough, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man came up in the D&D game last night.
Nice.
The playground.
Lots of timely
Waits
references
pathetic
happening.
memories of the wonder years and the contrary little boy pretending he didn't miss his father. He never did. He was surged up and we
I'm just gonna equip the flare gun.
I had to find the key
Try and
to
make
get the
this
door
super
open.
easy. Eat it,
I'm
throw.
not sure if the combat in the DLC was in the game. I feel like in the main game at least they gave you enough flares to kind of just be with a little bit of flares.
Yeah.
Also with just normal flares.
My mind about this lot. I told him to get it fixed.
There were a lot of sections where I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm just gonna walk with a flare up for like
Wait,
the
I
next
got
minute.
the door open. Run for it.
They have a bunch of flares hidden in these tools rooms, so, you know, very useful.
It's alright, here's my other Alan Wake related question.
Alright.
The world was
So, this
it
whole
was
thing
changing,
involving
twisting,
Alan
out of
coming here
control.
and all the shit that happened
It
to
was too
him,
big on the
did
inside.
that only happen
He
because
couldn't
Thomas
see.
Zane wrote it?
Something was moving in there.
Maybe.
He was lost. He couldn't
Because
find
that's
the
the
exit.
thing, is like,
Asshole.
is Alan even a real person, or does he only exist because Thomas Zane wrote about another writer named Alan Wake coming to the town, who would
That's,
then use the stuff that the old gods of Asgard left for him?
that
shifts
is
were getting
the
more
$64
severe.
million
I wasn't
question.
sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller. The signal was going haywire.
Like, is there a
I'd
shoebox
have to find my
somewhere
way
that has
back
Alan
on
Wake's
my own.
entire backstory written out, so that he then exists as a person? Is that even necessary, or is it he just writes about the writer Alan Wake who came to town?
Welcome to the thing that they kind of didn't answer.
Because it seems like, for the most part, Thomas Zane used people who actually existed, but then, like, did those people actually exist before he used them in the writing? Like, do the old gods of Asgard only exist because Thomas Zane wrote about them and was going to use them for future plans to fight against the Dark Presence or whatever?
Just gonna flashbang these people because I don't want to deal with them.
Just remember, you're throwing away $50 every time you throw a flashbang.
That's true. But I mean, Alan's like a famous writer. He's probably pretty loaded.
It's true.
And these aren't his flashbangs that like he's
Zane left me a
buying.
page. He
Yeah.
was trying to help me.
I'm just saying. Those are expensive. Every one of those flashbangs costs slightly less than a video game. Think about it.
Yowza!
Barry?
Hey, bestseller! Looking good!
You...
For the
you're
price
not
of one of
real.
those flashbangs,
Well, no
you could
shit,
have
what
bought
gave me
Fallout
away? What,
76.
see-through thing? I'm a figment of your imagination. Just like
It is
pretty
on
much
sale
everything else
for
you
like
see here.
$12
Maybe
on
even you.
Black Friday.
That's insane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, that makes
you're
sense.
right. Everything that happened before made perfect sense, but
There
this is
is,
insane. Good catch, Al.
Okay. Okay, look, I gotta get
Also,
going.
here's
The
Imaginary
GPS.
Barry.
GPS, yeah, I know. Follow the signal. Got it.
Imagiberry.
Imagiberry.
So, anywho, I'm here to help you out, pal. The thing is, you need to get a grip. All right?
You nag the way the real Barry does. You know that?
Why is Imaginary Barry an
Well,
asshole?
hey, be fair. It's not my
Because
fault you
Alan
think I'm
thinks
annoying.
Barry's annoying.
I don't think you're annoying.
Al, baby, relax. It's cool. Just try to stay on the ball here. You need to do what Zane tells you. He's been here for ages. He's like the expert.
Also, speaking of hot Black Friday deals, Anthem.
Anyway,
Big
if this is insane
$5
and it's all from your mind,
Black
what's
Friday
that say
sale.
about you?
Fine, enough. I can't believe I was actually happy to see
There is,
Oh, come
like at the
on.
store
Don't
at which
shit a
I work
shitter
in
out.
the electronics
Deep down, you're
section,
always
there
happy
is
to
just
see
an
me.
entire
Can't
shelf
lie to yourself,
of
know what I'm
copies
saying?
of Fallout
must be a
76
sucker
hidden
for
behind
punishment.
other games.
You? No.
Because
really?
someone bought
and
way
I
too many
always
copies
thought
of
you went out of your way to
76.
avoid trouble.
Because someone, I guess,
Thanks.
thought that
Thanks
game
for
was
that.
just going to do amazing. It was like, we need a bunch of copies of that.
And
It's like,
then-
motherfucker, you bought like
think the
4
signal's
copies of
pointing
Pokemon
towards that
Shield
thing in
for
the
the store,
distance.
and yet you have an
Yeah,
entire
that'd
shelf
be the
of
Biltmore
Fallout
sawmill.
76
How the hell do you know
Whoops.
that you've had
I don't
since
know
launch.
anything you don't. So
I don't know who's running the electronics thing, like who's in charge of ordering all that stuff in, but they are idiots.
Or maybe it's the sawmill.
I don't feel like worried about saying that on stream in any way. No, those people are stupid.
They're not
No one,
watching
who would
this.
buy that many copies of Fallout 76? It was a bad decision. Anyone could have told you that was a bad decision.
Barry's fired.
Aw. Did you say that as you shot him with a flare gun or something?
No, but he was upset because, or Alan was upset because I made one of the boom words explode, and Imaginary Barry was all like, "I guess the pen really is mightier than the," and then Alan was like, "If you finish that sentence, you're fired." And then he just goes,
Didn't
"Mightier
even
than
finish
the
the sentence.
sword." Yep.
Just shadows and ghosts and thoughts slicing through this place.
Mr. Scratch, you really gotta chill. Can I pick that up, please? Thank you. Pardon me. I'm running. Your aim sucks. Ow. This is good timing. Yeah. Also, speaking of Pokemon, I'm up to 396 out of 400.
Yeah, what do you still need?
The Ice Cube Penguin, the Sableye, the Shield exclusive Apple Dragon thing, and Samazenta, which I would probably just trade my Zacian to a shield person and then trade back.
This is the way things should be. I give advice and you follow. That's when things go right. Get up to something on your own, that's when the trouble starts.
That's horseshit.
Al, I'm not saying anything you haven't come up with first. Figment, remember?
This kind of thing could drive a man insane.
No! This is great!
Barry is psyched.
Therapeutic for you too.
Littering the landscape. His books common and discarded. Like mud beneath his feet.
Alan Wake books.
Hardbacks. Paperbacks.
Ah!
Trash.
They're
Just
throwing books at me.
I had seen these missions at once.
So is there a way to progress without summoning other Barry?
Now sounded
No.
insane. Like a demented storyteller who was out to torment and destroy the protagonist.
Oh no,
I
the
can't stop thinking of it as Barry from Archer now.
all the birds have been replaced by book models. This is a good video game.
Do the books have words or titles or anything, or are they just blank books?
They are the sudden stop.
You gotta be
Okay.
careful. Those are bad words.
Barry is amusing himself. Imagine Barry. Ow. Ah, shit. I accidentally summoned a evil refrigerator.
Just don't look at it. Don't give those words attention.
I'm trying, but... These books are kind of fucking me up here. Ah, checkpoint. Oh no! Well, good thing I got that checkpoint. That was goofy.
Ah! Why is there a chasm there?
That's a great question. All right.
the earth shook. Streetlights pushed themselves up to the ground, flickering madly and spitting sparks. In the shadows, Wake saw far too many figures advancing eagerly, already feasting to kill.
Mr. Scratch is very excited about trying to murder Alan Wake.
Okay, this is just too weird. You're weird.
Barry, is all this really coming out of my head?
That's just the way this place is, Al. All that random stuff in your head.
Ow! Stop hitting me.
Imagination is the enemy.
It's true. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned from the weird Disney Plus documentary about the Imagineering stuff, it's that imagination is always your friend up until the point at which all your bosses die in horrific accidents.
Ah!
Or lung cancer.
Why would all of your bosses die in horrific accidents?
I don't know, but every single one of the fucking episodes of the Imagineering story just ends with, and then our boss died. Because the first episode ends with, and then we woke up and Walt Disney died over the last nights. It's like, well, shit, that's not great. And then the second episode was, well, then Walt Disney's brother died. And then the third episode was, well, the guy we got to replace Walt Disney's brother died. Ow, dick. Spoilers for the Imagineering story on the Disney Plus.
Spoilers for the real life.
Yeah, also that.
You need to get
Oh,
there
red
fully
box.
before you can get into the warehouse. That's
I
the
love
forward.
movies.
If I'm making this up, why is it so complicated?
Because you're a complicated man, and no one understands
Shut
you.
your mouth.
But I'm talking.
Barry,
Oh, Imaginary Barry is great. Alan Wake is a complicated man, and no one understands him.
Wheels. What if it was just wheels, though? Like
That-
actual wheels.
That'd be great. References to other Remedy games. Ow! Fuck you.
Did Remedy make, like, a bad Demolition Derby game?
Yeah, it was Death Rally.
Why did you get out of your truck to fight that truck?
Because I lost the health in my truck.
Okay.
My truck died. And now this truck is about to die because it is.
Truck fainted, so you need a new truck.
Yep.
You really ought to focus your headlights.
I'm trying.
I don't know, the battery looks pretty full to me. Also, you're stuck.
Yep.
Oh, this is a bad place to be for you. Can you get out the passenger side?
Everything's fine. Eat it, trucks. I don't need no truck to beat you up.
Beat up that truck with your bare hands.
I was at a store.
Alan is such a good writer, why can't he just imagine a tank?
That's a great question. I was at a store that had a red box out the front of it recently, and it was advertising like some kind of big thriller sale. Like, oh, if you want a thriller movie, they're half price or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know what movie they were advertising for their thriller sale?
What?
They were advertising Fred Durst's The Fanatic.
Is that... I'm thinking of something else, I'm sure. Did that star like Mel Gibson or some shit?
Starred John Travolta.
Okay, yeah. That is what I was thinking of then.
Directed by Fred Durst. I'm not... Ow. It didn't go very well.
Followed, film was given a limited theatrical release on August 30th, followed by a release on streaming platforms and received mainly negative reviews.
Yep. But that was what they were advertising. Like, hey, come rent a movie from the Red Box. Come rent The Fanatic. Oh god. Where am I? Well, that went well. Well, this is an interesting predicament I've gotten myself into. I think I broke Alan Wake.
What did you do?
My car died right in front of the door. Oh wait, I think I can go over here, maybe. Okay. They thought ahead. Man, those Remedy people are very smart and good at making video games. Do. Memory.
Hey, what are you up to? I thought this was my side of the bed.
It's a very weird memory, Alan Wake. Remember when I was kind of a weird perv? It's a good thing to bring up right about now. Where am I going? Oh, this way, maybe. Yep, there's a TV.
Surrounded by enemies. We get nowhere to run.
I'm so sick of you.
Ow. Yikes. Excuse me. Later, losers. Ow. Oh. Shit. Go ahead.
Oh my god, Alan Wake, why do you climb so slow?
It's a great question.
This is the most leisurely ladder climbing I've ever seen in my life.
It's not like, you know, he's being chased by people or anything.
Full of axes.
No, it isn't.
That sounded like a chainsaw. Whoop. Ah. Excuse me. Please put the chainsaw down, sir. Fuck that door, says Alan Wake. Oop. Excuse me. Ow. Go away. All right, just marching through this weird warehouse. Give me flares.
You're not even really there.
Bless you.
Allergies.
Bless you, imaginary berry. Ah! Oh, jeez. There's so many enemies. It's like I'm playing American Nightmare over here. Boom. Roasted.
Stop it! They're waiting for us downstairs. We don't have time for Alan.
I knew she wasn't really here, but she still made my heart ache. I had saved Alice, but I wasn't even sure when that happened. Was it days ago? Weeks? Longer? I had no way of knowing.
Sad Alan is sad. Oh, crap. Shut up, Barry. I'm trying my best over here. It'll be fine, imaginary Barry. Oh god, you're right. Part where I keep calling him imaginary Barry just does make me think of that part of Archer.
Yeah, other Barry.
Yeah. Put their mood candles up on this roof.
Hey, lover. Come here. I've got something for you.
I could only hope that Alice was all right. I didn't know what happened to her after she left the dark place.
There are a lot of mood candles that someone has put just on the roof here.
Zane? Is that you?
Who doesn't like ominous roof candles?
Hey, hold that pose. That was a good one.
Like this?
Yeah, but smile a little more. No, that's too much. You want to look mysterious.
You want to look mysterious and a little tough.
People go for those dangerous bad boys.
But I'm not dangerous.
Oh, come on. You write about terrible things all the time. People want to think that you're intimately familiar with them. You kill Casey in this book. You need to look a little bit like a murderer. Oh, that's good. Do
You
that
need
again.
to look a little bit like a murderer.
And dangerous.
You know, I wasn't sure about the beard before, but I was wrong. It looks good on you. Okay, I think we're done.
Great. I want to get out of this suit.
Hey, things are looking up.
Guess danger is sexy.
Ho, 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 ho.
That was when I was still working, when I felt like a real writer instead of a fraud. It was a good memory. I wished I hadn't seen it.
Ah. Okay, cool. It's my apartment again for the third time. Do the face.
Alan, you made it. This area of the dark place is calmer, at least for the time being. We can talk here, but we don't have much time.
Zane, how do I get out of here?
That's what you face. That's you, even as we speak.
Darkness. Darkness coming! Swept him away. Lost. He knew. He knew! He couldn't hold on. He knew there was no way out. Oh.
No, I'm right here.
I like some of the stuff they're
It's
doing
not me,
because it
it's just
reminds
Mom.
me
I
of
don't know, an echo, a hallucination. The dark
like
presence.
what they do in Evil Within 2.
Presence is
Yeah.
not responsible.
Like the bit where you kind of ran through a hallway and then you ran past like the things hanging up and came out of your closet. It's like, you know what, that was cool.
There is a whole lot more of that in the second DLC episode.
Okay.
He would never wake up. He'd get swallowed up in the rising tide of darkness. It was coming. It was coming.
Shut up!
You can't say you're not me to the shadow you, Alan Wake.
Wake could feel the pressure. No
Persona 4 was 2 years ago. You gotta know these things.
He felt it.
Alan Wake never played Persona 4. If he had, this whole thing would have been resolved forever ago.
He can't. Couldn't make sense of it. Couldn't. He wanted to go with the flow. Stop thinking and just let go.
Shit, all the TVs are gonna get me. It's like Persona 4 up in here. Eat it, television.
Okay, so for most of the darkness-possessed objects, I get why you have to destroy them via flashlight.
Yeah.
But why can't you just shoot the TVs?
Why don't the TVs destroy themselves is the better question, I feel.
Also that. Yeah, no, that's also a good point. It's like the darkness can't pick up a lamppost and hit you with it.
Ow!
You're getting fucked up.
Barrels. Oh, I'm not dead.
Fighting some kind of horrible television hydra.
Yes. Fighting the weird Shadow Narukami from the Persona 4 anime.
Don't think you can say that the scope of the horror is unimaginable. He's just fighting a bunch of random furniture and TVs. It's not that horrifying.
It's the most horrifying thing.
It's not.
No idea.
The most horrifying thing would be if he turned around and realized that David Cage was writing this DLC.
Ah, no, not David Cage. Shit.
To be fair, his wife was running around in a tank top and underwear earlier, which is a David Cage hallmark.
It's true. Okay, let's try this again, but better and with less dying.
It's like a TV version of that painting boss from Persona 5.
It kind of reminds me of the cyber priest from The Lost Child. The dude with all the cats crawling on him. I don't know if you remember that from...
Oh yeah, that dude who, again, really felt like a reference in a way to... I mean, I'm sure it's a reference to a lot of things, but I always go back to Cowboy Bebop, had an episode with people uploading themselves.
It would have been so much easier to let go.
Go away.
Because this shot is in that episode.
I will look at that when I'm not,
You're not being killed by TVs.
when I'm not being murdered to death by televisions. Like right now, when I've already died. See, that just makes me think of the Persona 4, like, Stacko TV's midnight
Yeah, but
channel
this was
thing.
first.
But it wasn't better.
I mean, it was pretty rad. It was a cult based around uploading your brain.
This makes me think of the one dude from the Jameson from Ghost in the Shell. Little tank man. Jesus Christ. To note, I am playing on the normal difficulty, which is actual normal, because I'm on a console and not a PC. I don't remember this, like, at all, so that also probably goes a long way. These barrels. Why are barrels so mean? Make me mad. Hello. You are saying anything
Also,
I
mean,
cannot hear you.
barrels are a classic video game enemy, so I feel like it only makes sense that to this day they're a threat.
Testing, testing.
There you are.
Hello.
Ow. I'm trying to defeat this giant television monster. Do you mind?
They do mind. This would be a really good time to have flares.
It
or
would.
Flashbang or something.
Oh, I did have a flare gun. Whoops. Oh, here are some flares. Ah, boats. Books.
Those books are assholes.
There they are. And my books, too. Ouch. That's also a really good effect.
Mm.
You'll see in a second.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up.
Destroy the TVs is just a really good objective.
Yeah.
Come on, your delusions.
Whoops.
Why is this happening to me? God. No. No. Harper. There's no way out. No way out. No way out. I need to get out of here. No. How do I get out of here?
And that's the first DLC to Alan Wake. Oh. I gotta mute the music. It is No I Don't Remember by Anna Turnheim, which is a song that I highly recommend, because it's very good. But yeah, Alan Wake. It's really good. That DLC is better than I remember it being. I still prefer the other one, I think, but that was alright.
Yeah, it seemed okay.
I remember the second one kind of amping up the crazy, though.
No, that makes sense.
Oh, here's the credits again. Is it gonna play Space Oddity again? The answer is yes, so we're gonna skip them again. And join us next time for I think it's called
For more DLC.
for the last DLC, The Writer. And then maybe you'll look at some of the fun bonus features that you get with the PC, or that I got with like the Humble Bundle they did years ago. It's got like all the videos and some behind the scenes stuff and all kinds of fun things. Anyway, join us then. Night, everybody.
Bye bye.